So let go, and jump in. Oh, what you waiting for? It's alright, because there's beauty in the breakdown. Hi, I'm Sarah Bueno, the host of Conversations with a Wounded Healer. I'm also a singer, as you may have noticed, and a psychotherapist. My practice is called Head Heart Therapy, and it's in Chicago. So, total real talk here. I just came from a therapy sesh, and you're going to hear banging and or sawing and or whatever other miscellaneous construction noises in the background, because it's been about 2 months now that my house has not been my own, and we're doing I think it's called reclamation from mold. So it's been this really tumultuous undertaking. Getting displaced in your own home is no fun. I realize it is definitely white people problems, but that does not diminish the effect that it has on my internal system. So it's funny that I really wish that I could license all these different songs to play here and there for the podcast. And as soon as I came from therapy, the words that came to my head was "there's beauty in the breakdown." And so that song I sang in the beginning, that is "Let Go" by Frou Frou. And I first heard that song from the movie Garden State, and Imogen Heap is the singer. So definitely look her up, but don't tell her I sang her song in a podcast, or I'll probably have to pay her millions of dollars. So I loved that line, and there was a time in my life when that movie came out. I can't remember what year it was, but when I guess it was the romanticism of depression and feeling crazy and out of control, there was something so poetic about that for me, and that song really spoke to that idea of being beauty in the breakdown. And when I think about it now, I think about it from a different perspective. I'm in this part in my spiritual journey where I realized, just in my therapy session, I was talking about there's something inside me that says, once you get to a certain point of your emotional and spiritual evolution, there will no longer be chaos, and you will no longer feel out of control emotionally. And so the judgment that I put on myself for getting into that space, when it's completely warranted, right? I'm displaced in my home, and there's a ton of stuff going on at work, and there's just a bunch of stuff that really is out of my control, and it's making me feel crazy. And what I think about now, when I think about beauty in the breakdown, as opposed to what I used to think in my younger years, I really think about what comes after the breakdown instead of beauty in the breakdown itself, but the beauty of the evolution of our internal and spiritual growth. If you listen to David Clinton's episode, he talked about the podcast You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes. And now, of course, I'm obsessed with it, and I've been listening to it, and was just listening to the episode with Rainn Wilson. And Rainn Wilson was talking about his greatest professional failure ended up leading to him really being able to play Dwight Schrute on The Office in a way with like wild abandon, without like having to worry about how crazy he was acting, and just being able to fully like immerse himself in that character. And so I put so much pressure on myself to be perfect, and to make sure I'm never hurting anybody's feelings, and to make sure that everything is done right and everyone's happy. And I'm coming to this point where I'm having this breakdown because of all this pressure I put on myself. This belief system is just not serving me anymore, and I've got to let it go. And my hope is that the other side of this breakdown is going to be something else that comes up from this, maybe this more authentic way of relating with myself and relating with the world that doesn't keep putting me in this position where I just can't do anything right for myself. Ugh. Spiritual growth sucks, you guys. Ugh. I've been having a lot of conversations like this with clients lately. I've got a lot of clients who are struggling, and, over and over, I just have to keep telling people, like, spiritual awakening is really messy, and it's really painful, and it's so necessary in order to evolve. And so I'm speaking this out loud so that I can hear myself say the words that I've been saying to my clients all week and really internalize them. And I hope that this also can resonate with you too. So thanks as always to the creative Imposter Studios for editing, to Liam O'Donnell for the album art, and to Ben Mueller for our theme music. To find more information about me or the podcast, you can go to www.headhearttherapy.com/podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Bye-bye.